My name is Anna Baltzer, and I work for a coalition of more than 400 organizations around the country who support divestment. I am also Jewish, and as a Jew and as a human being, I am deeply upset by what is happening to the Palestinian people. What Israel is doing completely violates the principles of social justice that I, many Jews, and many other people of all faiths and backgrounds hold dear. I know that people are trying to intimidate you, saying that a vote for divestment is anti-Semitic. But for people to say that opposing investment in occupation is opposing Jews and Judaism is deeply offensive. There is nothing Jewish about Apache helicopters, missile weapons, weaponized bulldozers, cluster bombs, fighter jets, and there is nothing anti-Jewish about not wanting to invest in them. There is nothing Jewish about bombing civilians in Gaza, demolition of Palestinian homes and olive groves, crippling blockades and racial profiling. And there is nothing anti-Jewish about wanting to stop profiting from these things. To conflate criticism of human rights violations with criticism of Judaism is an offensive and dangerous parallel to make. This strategy is being used by opponents of corporate accountability and divestment as a form of emotional blackmail. Those from the Jewish community who are opposing divestment do not represent all Jews. There are Jews on both sides. You have to make this decision for yourself. You have to follow your conscience, and you do not need permission from anybody else to do whatever you think is right. You can stand with the oppressed, communities of color on your campus, sympathetic Israelis and Jews, the anti-apartheid South African leader, Archbishop Desmond Tutu, civil rights leader Angela Davis, Alice Walker, and those of us who are working hard to ensure freedom, justice, and equality for all people, and vote for divestment. Or you can stand on the side of these companies, those protecting their ability to continue, and the status quo. I urge you to follow your conscience and to not be intimidated by name-calling and threats. And given all the controversy, I know it's probably tempting to not get involved. You may think that that means abstaining from the vote. But if you contribute to these funds, you are already involved through your investments. To continue investing in companies perpetuating the conflict is not neutral. If you abstain or vote to stay invested in Palestinian suffering tonight, you are taking a side, the side of oppression and injustice. If your goal is not to be involved, then passing this resolution is precisely the first step. So if your goal is to remain neutral, I urge you to pass this resolution. If you believe in accountability and social responsibility, I urge you to pass this resolution. And if you believe in freedom, justice, equality, and human rights for all, I urge you to pass this resolution. Even if it doesn't feel that way right now, there are millions of us around the world cheering you on. Do what your heart tells you to do. Good luck.